Hey guys, it's Mo here, back with another video for you lot today. Today I'm going to be showing you a 300 to 350k squad build, I would say. This is the price range. Obviously, at the time maybe you're watching this video, prices might have gone up, prices may have gone down, depending on the player and, informs and stuff like that. But regardless, this is for someone who probably has a bit more money on FIFA at this current stage and would like to have a pretty good team, I would say. If you're obviously not at this stage yet, I have got I would say 10k squad builder coming out, which is also pretty cheap and pretty beast. So stay for that, subscribe, and let's get straight into this. So in goal, we have no one else other than Buffon, GG himself. Now for me, he has played 42 games. Very good goalie compared to other goalies that I played against. He makes the least errors, and goalies' errors can cost you a lot, especially how hard games is to win. So goalies' errors do cost you a lot. But Buffon, for the price that I paid for him, and I think it's dropped now, he is very cheap. Obviously, I played 42 games over like a 2-week period, so definitely his price dropped. Anyway, moving to the right back and left back. At right back we've got Carvajal, and at left back we have got Alex Sandro. Now with these two, what they give me is pace, but also defending and physical. Although you might look at Carvajal and say, yeah, but he's only 5'8" and he's not going to get to the ball, and I don't like my defenders being 5'8". That's what I thought. I like my defense being tall, I like my defense being strong. But when I played with him in the draft, I realized, wow, this guy's actually really good. So I proceeded to buy him. I played 56 games with him and he's been so good for me. Just brilliant to sit back, go on the attack as well. It helps defending. Even, stats don't matter on FIFA. It's really the in-game player and he's really good. Alexandra the same. Now when I first bought this card, I was a bit on the downside because he was out of his position a lot because of that high player work rate. But after I added instructions to him, I told my defence what to do, he stayed back and it was good because he gives you that 87 pace so he can catch up. Now moving on to the centre backs, first we've got Pepe and second we got Bonucci. I got them the wrong way around. Now with Pepe, his prices dropped. I obviously packed this as a first owner, sold my one that I'd got. I think his price is around 35k now. He is amazing. He's the best defender I've played with and played against this year. He's good in the air, he's got defense, he's just really good. If you've got the money to go out and get him, if he fits in your squad, then save up and get him. I'm telling you, because his stand tackles, and especially pressing, well for me, is square because I play alternate. But if you're playing classic, then circle. I think it's that OP. It's really OP. If you press square, your defender just sticks the foot out, gets the ball, and Pepe's brilliant at doing that. Now with Bonucci, first I had here was Chiellini. Now Chiellini is a great defender, but for me, as I said, I like my defense sitting. I don't want them to go anywhere. I don't want them to score goals for me. I don't want them to assist. Obviously on the occasion from a corner or something like that. But mostly I would like my defense to stop the other player from scoring, not to be bombing it down the field, That's not the kind of player, and Chiellini was out of position too much. Now with this Bonucci card, he's not as good as Pepe. Pepe is definitely the bigger guy, and the better guy, but Bonucci does the job for now. He is probably the best centre back in my opinion in the Classico A because of Serie A. I don't really like Chiellini, but if you've got the money to obviously buy Chiellini and you like him, then go for that. But this card himself is absolutely amazing. Moving on to centre mids, I'm going to go to right at centre mid first. We're going to start off with Modric. Middle we've got Rakitic, and on the left we've got Renato Sanchez. Now these three defenders for me are the definition of having a good midfield. With Rakitic, he is 6 foot, which means he can win the balls in the air from you from goal kicks. People like going long, they don't like going short anymore. Look at that stat, 37 games, 13 goals, 8 assists from sitting in this position, which is the most defensive position I would say out of the other 3 centre mids. So from there to get that many goals and that many assists, I was honestly happy with him. I thought he would be wasted in this position, but obviously not. He's improved, he's got way better, he's adapted to my style of play, I've adapted to his style of play. We get along very well. He's got a brilliant long shot and a brilliant free kick on him. On the right is Modric, and this is what bumps up the price for this team. He is 90k. So this squad, if probably Modric went in, it would cost 200k. There's obviously variations to Modric if you still ain't got that money. You couldn't afford this squad if you don't get Modric. You could get someone like Kroos, which is cheaper, or Arda Turan, or Andre Gomes, or there's a lot of midfielders in the La Liga this year that they do the job. But this card, why I bought, because I think the more you pay for a player, so the higher the rating he is, the better he is. I think in past Fifas it was not like that. You'd come up against a team with 77 rated players and they would rape you. But this FIFA, I think it matters, the rating and the actual card. It has an effect on the game. And he's also been brilliant for me. On the left, this is my favourite sentiment in the whole game, Renato Sanchez. I played 111 games with him. Since I started, getting a bit of money where I could buy a good team, he was the first player that I bought. Him and another player that you see, his partner in buying. Those were the players that I bought because I felt like I trusted them. I've used them. They've played. I played with Bayern a lot before I started Ultimate Team on the demo, on early release and stuff like that. So I knew I could trust these two players, and that's why I bought them. They are brilliant in every single way. He's the definition of OP. He's got brilliant pace and good physical. And also, don't look at the stats on the shot or defense or dribbling. They improve as well when in game. He is absolutely amazing. I don't know what to say about him. And I think he's going to be in most, if not every squad, or in every squad. I'll have him on the bench to bring him on at halftime. Because he is that kind of player. And if you watch big YouTubers, Bateson and Nick and the big YouTubers, A9 Skills, that are doing well in Foot Champions, that are getting high, you'd see Renato Sanchez either being used in their team or on the bench because he is that good. And I bought him for 20k, but I think he's 15. For a player that's 15k, you don't normally get this much out of. So if he fits your team, again, like Pepe, or if you got the money, definitely buy him. I recommend him. In Cam now, we've got Iniesta, another player which kind of bumps up the price of this team. I bought him at 59k. I think he's at 50-ish k right now, I'd say. I haven't checked the prices. When I bought him, I like my Cam being tall, being strong, being aggressive. He can hold up the ball for me, then play it. So when I bought Iniesta, I wasn't really sure what I would get out of him. But as games went on, I got used to him, and he is another really good player. I think he is one of the main engine rooms, or how this team works for me. I think he is one of the big players that make it work for me. I like my Cam being able to pass. I don't want my Cam, but I do want my Cam scoring on the occasion, but not every game. I don't go out every game for my Cam to score. I look for my Cam to give me assists, and that's what he's done. In 37 games, he's got me 25 assists and 15 goals. Big games, high-rated players do step up. That's what I think. Tight games where it's 0-0 or 1-1, 2-2. Big players like Iniesta, like Modric, like Rakitic, they step up. I don't know what it is about them. Maybe in game mechanics they've said this, but they step up, and they step up very well. Important games. If you watch my last video, qualifying for Foot Champions, these kind of players stepped up. Rakitic stepped up. Now moving on to strikers, I'm going to start with right striker. I'm going to go with Morata, and on the left striker we've got Müller. Now with Morata, when I first bought him, I wasn't sure what I was going to get out of him. We've already having Müller with 78 pace. I thought if I go with a faster striker, it will give me that bit of, counter attack, being able to pace it, or just on the occasion, wanting to run down the line. So when I bought Morata, I was short on money. I didn't know what to do. I just needed a striker. I tried Gomero, didn't like him. Tried Ben Yedder, didn't like him. Bakambu, didn't like him. Pato, didn't like him. So it came down to Morata for me. And he's really good. He is really good. For the price that you pay for him, and he's a high-rated card as well, he is really, really, really good. 34 games, 25 goals, 17 assists. What stands out in this card for me is his sudden acceleration. So say you're going down the wing, you might think because it's Morata you can't run with him. You definitely can. You can definitely run with him. Just hold the analog stick, put the ball forward, and he will get there. Another thing was his strength was absolutely amazing. I like holding off the player. So I hold L2 a lot, you know, because it holds time for my cam centre mids or my other striker, whether it's Muller or Morata, to run onto it. And Morata does this perfect for me. He's also good in the air, so if I want to cross it in, I know I have that kind of ability there. But definitely you should pick him up. Even if you've got a La Liga squad and you're looking for a striker right now, give him a try. You know, it's only 1.2k. You can get that out of probably 2 games of playing. So yeah, definitely. But moving on to my favourite player, I think this year on FIFA, I'm gonna have him in most teams alongside Ronaldo Sanchez. It's Thomas Muller. Now this card, I love this card. I don't know what it is about him. I love Muller in real life, which what I think made me wanting to buy him first. I bought him for 70k. His price has now dropped down to 50k. I've played with this card for over a month now. I've played 124 games, 133 goals, and 45 assists for a striker. I think it's very good. He's got that weak foot on him, so you can shoot with each side. And this card, when you're in the clear, even if you're playing draft and you go on Miller, when you're in the clear, take a shot with him. Because his long shots or his finesses are amazing. Shoot from anywhere and it will literally go in. So I definitely recommend you picking up this card alongside others. But this is the squad, guys. 300k, I would say maybe 350 depending on it. I've got up to 86 rated. So it's a 186. Now moving on to the player instructions and tactics. I've got stay back while attacking on Alexandro. Stay back while attacking on Carvajal. I've got get in behind and press back line for both Morata and Muller, which a lot of pro players use because they're really up the field. So when you get the ball, they're already on the last man. If you put a good ball in, which Iniesta, Rakitic, Modric, Ronaldo Sanchez can, that pushes. It pushes behind. I get in behind the defence as I've put for attacking runs. And it's really one-on-one with the keeper. And Muller and Morata do not miss them kind of opportunities. The amount of goals that I've scored like that. Or even if you can't run, you're still on the last man. So you hold L2, you hold up the ball, and then you pass it on to your either cam, centre mid, or other strike to get into the opponent's box and take a shot. But that's it, I think, for the player instructions. I didn't really touch my cam. I liked the way he was with his work rates. And I didn't want to put any of these players on stay back while attacking. I did put Modric, but that's because he's got high work rate, so I'd rather him stay back a bit. But even Modric, he's not there. It's more like Rakitic, which is there. Because I say, this position, this centre mid, he's the most defensive out of your other two. So if you've got a squad right now, you're playing this, and you're wondering, oh, why is my Pogba or whoever you've got in centre mid is not working? It's because this is the most defensive point in this formation. If you want a player to be more attacking, put him on the left, put him on the right, work it out. Because this right here, I think, is the most defensive. So even though I put stay back while attacking on Modric, he's not staying back while attacking. He's basically sitting in midfield. So if any balls comes to him, he can pass it on and we can go score. But on custom tactics for this squad, we have build up play on 60, passing on 60. We've got organised. These are basically the speed. I like it being slow but fast at the same time. That's why I've got that. I love passing it around. Chance creation, passing's high, crossing's low, the shooting's even higher. Because with the players that I've got, I said Morata, Muller, these people got brilliant long shots. So I can afford maybe not to get into the box every time, but have a shot from outside the box and it will go in. With defense, I put pressure down, aggression down, and team width down. Because I don't like gaps being left into my defence. I don't want my defence running up the field, tackling his CDM and leave a big gap in my midfield, in my defence, for the guy to just lob through the ball and going on and score. That's why I like it. And always, no matter what team you've got, no matter what players you've got, if you like your defenders attacking or stuff like that, this manually will be on offside trap. So if you go on your squad right now, I think it'll be on offside trap. Change it to cover. Because with offside trap, your defenders push really high up. They push really high up. So it's like you're on ultra attacking. Whereas I don't want my defense to be on ultra attacking. I want my defense to be cover. So they cover each other. So say if Bonucci and Pepe suddenly leave their positions for whatever reason, maybe they're going to go tackle, Alexandra will cover for them. So, with that being said, I would say this is a definite recommendation for you lot. If you've got the money to buy this team, then you'd obviously go out with it. Now, on the bench, this is my FUT champion squad as well. I've qualified for this squad. I've gone 3 divisions up with this squad. I've adapted to them, getting ready for FUT champions. Hopefully I can bring you good packs. I've got on the bench is William Carvalho, which normally I think I would sub on for Rakitic, because Rakitic gets very tired. And if I'm winning, I obviously want a CDM to just hold it. Quaresma, more likely here or here, depending on which one is lower on fitness, as he's got pace and he's got dribbling Quaresma with good skill moves. So, you know, he can suddenly create what you need in the 118th minute to win that game. He gives you that edge. With Guadrado, it's the same. Now, the reason I like this card is because he's got high pace and high dribbling. But don't look at this card setup, it's 66 physical. In-game, he's much stronger. I got a centre-back there just in case one of my centre-backs gets sent off. But that, if it happens, then tough luck. You know, this guy's coming on. Mandzukic I've got there because I just want my rating to go up. He's not a player that I would use. Rodriguez sometimes I do bring on for Iniesta if Iniesta is very tired, but I barely ever take Iniesta off. He's one of my main players. I always use him. And Carrasco, I've had since the beginning of FIFA. I packed him in one of them 2 players packs, so he is untradeable. But Carrasco is a very good player. He's very OP. If you see any La Liga squad, he is probably on that left wing. He's a very good player, and I always bring him on for either Morata or Miller, but I never take Miller off, so it is Morata that gets sacrificed. But he gives you pace. He's got a good finish and brilliant dribbling. So exactly in the 120th minute, 118th minute, you suddenly get a counter attack. Carrasco's there. You know, you just subbed him on. His defense is tired. Give the ball to Carrasco. You've passed him because you've got that pace. But yeah, guys, that's the team, and I hope you enjoyed it. I think I'll have a few gameplay video coming alongside this, so after I finish this commentary, so you might see 1 or 2 goals from different kind of players. But yeah, tomorrow I think I'll have FUT Champion gameplay out. I'm not sure yet. I have to see how I can plan that. If not, then I'll definitely have series of my other squad builder, which is a cheaper 10k version, which I also qualified for FUT Champions with on my other account. So then again, that's a really good team, and for only 10k, I think you guys would enjoy it. But thank you for watching this video. Leave a like, leave a subscribe, and comment obviously what I can do to improve. Once again, thank you. Catch you next time. Bye.